Welcome to the Citizen Collectors Toolkit. This is a series of videos where collectors at home can learn some tips and tricks for building and caring for their collections. My name's Jo Crabbe and I'm a library officer at State Library Victoria. Today I'll be giving you a few tips from my own experience about curating and displaying your collection in decorative type scrapbooks. So I'm like most of you, I'm not a conservator, I'm not a curator, so I can't give you any technical advice, but I'm someone with a scrapbook hobby who's learnt a few tips and tricks, and I've put a lot of time into my scrapbooks and I want them to last. Decorative scrapbooking, it's partly about preserving your memories, maybe for generations to come to enjoy, and it's partly about using your hands to actually shape and cut and choose colours and make beautiful pages. I've been scrapbooking for about 15 years and most of my scrapbooks are about my holidays. So my first tip is use decent materials. If you'd like your kids or your grandkids to be able to enjoy all that work that you've put in, try to use some good materials. For example, try to get acid-free papers. Acidic products can damage your photos or your papers and mementos. And a lot of us just removed our old photos from our sticky childhood albums and we don't want to damage them again. So try to use acid-free materials. And also if you're going to spend money getting your digital photos printed, do some research and try to find some good photo printing options so that your photos don't yellow or start to fade over time like this one has done. Now, my second tip is scrapbook your ephemera in your albums with your photos. Don't stick it down, but if you've got a box full of tickets and brochures and postcards and other travel mementos, how often will you really go through that? And once you're gone, will all those tickets really make sense to someone else? And will they have value for them? I've got different sorts of pockets in my albums, so I can incorporate ephemera and yet not stick it down so it doesn't get damaged. So if I want to take out this brochure on the cabinet wall rooms and read it, I can do so. If I want to look at the back of the postcard, I can do so. Now, I've also got a philosophy with scrapbooking of waste not, want not. Photo developing, as you'll probably know, can be costly and I don't like to waste anything. So if I've got a bad photo or a photo where I only like the corner of it, I do cut up my digital photo prints and try to make the most of them. For example, laying them out in my Tokyo album where I've got a page of the Imperial Palace Gardens with rectangular sections of the photos and then interspersing that with coloured paper. Also, I've got a photo album of London and on my British Museum page, I've taken all my grey scraps that were all little squares and rectangles and put them together to make the background. Here's how I keep my scraps of paper in a big folder, colour-coded with all the different shapes so that I can use them all up. Now, lastly, my tip is do some journaling in your albums. So many of my friends that I scrapbook with don't like journaling. That is writing down your memories or the story surrounding your photos. However, if you don't write down where the photo was taken and when or why it was significant, unless that photo is amazingly, stunningly beautiful, it may mean very little to future generations. A picture of part of a temple or a castle could really be from anywhere. So after my trip, I try to transcribe my travel diary into the album or write down other quirky things I remember. So for example, the things I saw the first time I stayed in a traditional Japanese inn, like chickpea pillows and other things. And here in my Tokyo album, I've also got a page from the temple Meiji Jingu showing my journaling. Something like scrapbooking is such an enjoyable process as you sort and display your images and choose the colours to match them. But you're also creating a window into your own history and what the world looks like today. There are many scrapbooks in the State Library's collection, and you just never know, we might end up receiving yours as well. We'll keep adding to this Toolkit video series, so keep a lookout for more tips and tricks from staff and collection experts at State Library Victoria. They're here to help you, Victoria's citizen collectors. Thank you.